Hey y'all, welcome back. And yeah, I know a lot of things have transpired since my last video, and we're gonna touch on that shit here in a minute. But one of the things that I want you guys to understand is that when I built this platform, it was built for J4K. But when I start looking into Zack's murder, I had the same questions that a lot of people had. And it was, how did he leave this club right here and end up just a few blocks away, shot dead in an accident? Okay? We all questioned that. So what I did was I started going into the witness statements. And the very first witness that I covered was actually Danny Friedman. But the very first witness statement video was based off the lady that was at Subway. Then we had the guy from the high rise who actually recorded the video that we saw of these guys at the scene. Okay, I wanted to hear what he had to say. And I'm still trying to figure out and piece together what everybody on the ground is saying. So, witness number 3, he was out there. So, yeah, look at what he had to say.
A whole bunch of gunshots. Then I heard someone screaming. Then when I came around the corner, there was a whole bunch of people standing there saying they killed Jack.
And who's Jack? Do you know who Jack is?
I guess that's the guy in the car. And then they jumped in another car and left. The first car, when the shooting went flying past that way, it was like a beige van. I didn't see who was in that car.
So, think about what he just told us. He said that he heard a whole bunch of gunshots. And then when he ran his ass around the corner, he ran into some motherfuckers talking about they killed Zack. Okay? That's what he said. That's what he heard, and this is what he saw. And I know he's standing in front of the address 755 South Clark Street. And for those of you who do not know, that address is associated to a bar called Blackies that's located right there at the corner of where the accident happened. Okay? Now, another thing that stood out to me about this witness right here was the fact that he said when he heard the shots, when he heard the gunshots, there was a beige van leaving the scene. And I know I got a lot of emails about it, but understand this. I don't know if that beige van had anything to do with this shit. Because it could have been somebody just peeling out to try to get out the way. Shit, I know if I'm out driving and I hear gunshots, shit, nigga, I'm trying to get out the way. So, I can't say for sure if this beige van plays a part in this. Because I know there's speculation that shots may have been fired from another car. But some people are saying that the shots came from the black Chevy. Okay. But he even tells us the direction that the beige van goes in. And it's across this intersection right here. Now, like I said, he's standing in front of Blackies during this interview. And, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. This is what he's saying he saw and he heard. And it goes along with, like, the guy's high-rise footage when basically he's saying these guys are emotional that something just happened to their friend. But I'm going to play this video right here again because I want y'all to pay attention to something. Now, keep your eyes on the right-hand corner of this video. Remember the guy that runs up in all black? We was on his ass over here. We like, who the fuck is this? He meets up with dude in the white tee, and then he breaks away and go in the other direction. Well, I took this still shot right here because I wanted to show y'all that right before he ran up, he was standing right here in front of this bar called Blackies. He's standing right there. So, yeah, I don't know if he was coming from the bar or if maybe he was just parked over here by the bar because, clearly there's parking. You know what I mean? Like, clearly there's parking. So it just raised a couple questions when I saw and heard this witness right here. And I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. At first glance, I was like, well, shit, was he the motherfucker running up in all black? I'm just saying. He's coming from that direction. He did an interview right here in front of this motherfucking bar. So I did. I questioned whether or not he was the guy in all black. And if he's not, then, my question would be like, okay, well, did you see the guy in all black? Like, what direction did he come from? Where did he go? But yeah, according to this witness statement right here, he was there when he turned that corner. The guys is already outside the car, and um, he's there until he witnessed them get in another car and leave. Okay, that's what he told us. And I want to know who was screaming. Who was screaming? Was it Zack? You know what I mean? Was it Zack? Was it T Streetz? Because he was there. And I know a lot of people disagree with me putting these guys in the spotlight. But I showed you the information that I used to come up with that. You know, to show you that I wasn't just pulling some information out my ass. I showed you where I got that from. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. After I did those videos about the kill shots and the passenger, I got a lot of emails. And the emails that I got from people in Chicago, understand this. A lot of the information that's coming out now that T Streetz has passed away, may he rest in peace. A lot of information that's coming out now, niggas in Chicago already knew what it was. They already knew. So ain't no YouTuber got T Streetz killed. You a fool if you believe that. The information that's coming out right now, what that should tell you is that, yeah, we just now finding out. But motherfuckers in Chicago been knew. They knew the day that it happened. And yeah, did we put T Streetz and his little group in the spotlight? Yeah, I did. And trust me, y'all, I hate that he had to lose his life. I hate that. But I put these guys in the spotlight because at that moment, my gut told me that those guys were significant to this case. And they were. I mean, shit, T Street's family just came out and told us he was at the scene. And I'm going to believe the family before I would anybody else. So it was already clear in my mind that he was out there. The question then became, why was he out there? Why? Was he a witness? Was he the shooter? I mean, shit, and we still don't know. And I know it's going to be some people that disagree with that because I understand that it hit hard because we were in the moment discussing this case when T Streetz died. We were in the moment. I mean, shit, we've been throwing around names for 9-10 months now. In the Kenneka case, ain't nobody said nothing about that. Not nothing. But because we were in the moment, motherfuckers felt some kind of way. And I get it. I understand it. But that don't give you the right to come over here disrespecting this channel. I mean, like for instance, Chosen. I don't believe 90% of the shit that he come with. But I'm not over there shitting on him on his channel. For what? I stay in my lane. And I'm mature enough to understand that there's people out there that believes what he believes. I respect it. It's a respect thing. You know, and then especially when I see, you know, motherfuckers over here in the comments like, oh, I wish y'all would stop trying to play detective. Let me just tell you something. That's what we doing over here. And if you ain't with that, you ain't about that, then this channel's not for you. Because we breaking shit all the way down over here. Know that. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Because I know that there's people out here that genuinely care about these cases that we cover over here. So I'm doing it for them. And I'm doing it for this lady right here. This is Zack's mother. She lost her son out there. You understand what I mean? And some of us has never been in that position. But that's got to be tough, man. She lost her child. So, no, I'm not going to stop. But if Zack's mother tells me to stop, I will. But until then,